Hi guys, it's Charlie here. If you're looking to protect your future with gold or silver, pick the region you're in and choose one of our trusted partners. Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of April 2026, and everything is being exposed. The light is exposing the darkness. We can now start to see very clearly what is happening in the Middle East. We're seeing the exposure of Israel. I said many years ago the final stage was that Iran would take out Israel. And that's what we're seeing right now. And the reason for taking out Israel is when you understand what they're about, what their plan is, you understand that their plan is not a good plan. It's an evil plan. It's part of their teaching, if you like. The Jewish Messiah is coming. And because they believe the Jewish Messiah, and their Jewish Messiah, by the way, is not Jesus Christ. It's their Messiah. And when their Messiah comes, it's important that before their Messiah comes, that they destroy the West. And the way that they destroy the West, believe it or not, in their plan, is mass immigration. They're the people behind the mass immigration to destabilize the West, to destroy the West. It's part of their plan. And this is all part of the exposure. We're living in the time where you have to see it to believe it. There are things that are happening right now that if you were told, you would not believe. This is why you have to see it. So we're going through a period right now that's not nice. It's not nice, especially if you live in Syria or Libya or even the Lebanon. The Lebanon right now is suffering a lot because of the brutal attacks that are coming in from Israel. Israel is being exposed for the world to see. The world has to see it to wake up. People are, thank God, waking up. Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Alarm bells are ringing worldwide. Christine Lagarde warns disruptions through the Straits of Hormuz could move us from higher prices into outright rationing. Reports say UK officials are already drafting emergency shortage plans, while global agencies warn hunger could surge if supply chains keep breaking down. When central banks, governments, and the UN all start warning at once, you have to ask, what are they preparing for, Charlie?
Well, I did a video about this yesterday, about the fuel shortages that they are creating. Because the truth is, off the coast of the United Kingdom in the North Sea, there's an absolute abundance of crude oil that they are refusing to take out of the ground and refine into jet aviation fuel, gasoline, diesel. There's an abundance there because it's given by God. But these people are not governed by God, they're governed by Satan. Allegedly, they want control. And their way of control is to control the fuel. And without fuel, of course, food cannot be transported. And I've said this now for a long time because I was told this. It's very important to learn to grow your own stuff. We do that at home. Drew does it at home. The question is, do you do it at home? Do you grow your own fruit and vegetables so that you don't become dependent on a corrupt government? It's not hard to grow your own stuff. And then you circumnavigate their control of, if we cut off the fuel supply, then the first thing you think of when you think about cutting off the fuel supply is, oh, I can't drive anywhere. But nor can the lorry drivers who deliver the food. We always think about us first. The reality is the world comes to a standstill very quickly when you cut off the fuel supply. They know that. We forget that. It's important we remember it. Going back to what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz, the US are being humiliated there right now. The US are taking a hiding there right now. But don't be afraid if you're American, because you're American. Forget the fact that you're US or useless. You're American. You are going to be America, not US. The US is the corporation. That's what's being dismantled. The US is being humiliated in the Gulf, in the Straits of Hormuz, and down there in the Gulf, all around Iran and through the Middle East. This is where the old guard is being dismantled. So the US will be humiliated, the US military will be humiliated, and the information that you get will be what they want you to have. So they'll pretend they're winning, even though there are ships being sunk, even though there are planes that are being downed. You'll probably find out at a later date that there was no personnel on board. This is all part of dismantling the war machine that has been in place for many, many years. Once you take away the war machine's equipment, the next phase is to take away their fiat currency. This is all part of the plan. Drew.
Next up, UK farmers are reporting something bizarre. Boxes allegedly filled with ticks turning up in the fields across the country. At the same time, Pfizer is advancing a Lyme's disease vaccine that uses a new approach. It trains your body to produce antibodies, and when a tick feeds, it ingests those antibodies. Researchers say they can target the Lyme's bacteria inside the tick before it reaches the person. So, critics online are asking the question about the timing. On one side, claims of mysterious tick boxes appeared in farmland. On the other, a company preparing vaccines for a disease spread by ticks. What's your thoughts, guys? Leave a comment below.
This is all part of the plan. This is their playbook, and it has been for years. They create the problem, and then they create a solution. This has been done for years, and it's now in plain sight for the public to see that they are now so obvious that even the thick people out there, and there's an abundance of them, who can't see anything, they believe everything they're told by mainstream media. And if they're not told by mainstream media, they don't believe it. This is having to be done for the really thick people. The boxes of ticks are being delivered to farms without the farmer knowing and released on their land. And if by magic Pfizer have actually got a vaccine ready for you, and this vaccine will have all kinds of stuff in there to bring control. This is all part of their agenda. Allegedly. My final story is that the banks are currently getting in the way of the Clarity Act. They're slowing it down. But this is, again, is all part of the exposure to expose how corrupt the banking system is. Everything that's happening right now is all part of the exposure. There are many things that are happening that are all part of the exposure. There are those people who claim to be on one side, and the minute the going gets tough, jump ship. The light exposes the darkness. Don't miss the Insiders Club this evening. We've got our good friend Dave Mahoney on there with Rob Rennie. It's going to be fun. We'll see you this evening on the Insiders. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.